Allstate is one of the insurance companies that is an innovator in the field of using computer programs to evaluate how much they should pay on claims. That is, how much an injury to a person is worth. This is rather unfair because people are flesh and blood. Their injuries cause them to suffer differing degrees of pain, disability, and loss of enjoyment of life. But Allstate got an outside programmer to develop a software program that they term Colossus, which has been a colossal problem in settling cases with Allstate. What Colossus does is different data is input into the program, such as how big the damage is to the vehicle, the age of the person that is injured, whether they've seen a chiropractor or a physician, the length of treatment, the amount of the medical bill, and surprisingly enough, whether or not the attorney is a person who is more likely to settle rather than go to court. When they have all this data put in, they come up with a figure and they make an offer based upon that figure. And when Allstate makes an offer, they usually don't vary from that offer by increasing it more than $500 or $1,000. So with Allstate, if you feel that you have a strong case, that you've got a client who has injuries that have caused him quite a bit of pain, and if you feel that you have a client who makes a good witness, it is often better to file a lawsuit against Allstate and go to court, because it does make a difference in front of a jury whether or not someone is a person who has gone through a lot of pain and suffering. They can tell this to the jury. If they're credible, the jury will often give them a lot more money than what a Colossus evaluation will be. Colossus doesn't differentiate whether or not someone makes a good witness or not, because the computer program can't determine whether or not somebody's a good witness. They do it all based upon data from documentation and through statistics such as jury verdicts, things of this nature. It is also misleading because Colossus throws out high verdicts and low verdicts, and it only uses an average of verdicts that are in the middle range, which don't give a true reflection on what juries are actually awarding in cases. But there are many attorneys who either don't know about Colossus or choose not to challenge the evaluations of Colossus, and they just go ahead and settle their client's case for less money than what it is really worth. So what you have to do is, when you're dealing with Allstate or any number of other companies, because more than half are using a Colossus type of program, whether or not they call it Colossus or not. And if you do have a good client with good injuries and a client whose credibility is strong and they're very sympathetic, it is almost always better when you're going against Allstate to file a lawsuit and test them, because often they will settle the case after they take your client's deposition and truly a human being can evaluate them. Or if you have to go to trial, then the jury will give you a better verdict than what Colossus is putting out. And Allstate's one of those companies. It doesn't matter if you're suing a third party who has Allstate Insurance or your own insurance company is Allstate and you're making an uninsured motorist case. They just rely on Colossus blindly, and it's been effective when dealing with many attorneys who don't want to go to court.
Thank you.